Welcome to Whitney Moon, Moonshine Tarot. I forget what my channel is called. It used to be Whitney Moon Tarot, and then it was Serpent Priestess, and now it's Moonshine Tarot, which it was Moonshine Tarot to begin with, but some witch chased me away, and I gave up the name, and now I'm back with it. So just, if you're new, which you probably are, welcome. This channel is all about witchcraft. There are so many wannabe witches out there. You wouldn't believe how many people trying to put spells on people and trying to hurt people and trying to take everything from them and steal everything from them. And it's just like, it's like Harry Potter gone wild. Okay, it's like the X-rated version of Harry Potter, or the R-rated version, when the witches and warlocks, after they've been all fucked around, and this is life. It's not like all magic and glory and butterflies like I wish it was. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Because if it doesn't resonate, it might mess you up. And I do have personal readings on right now. If you want one, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. Okay, you can always give me an email and I will lovingly put a personal reading together for you. Okay, here we go. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Always for entertainment purposes only. We got Mars energy, we got Scorpio energy, and we've got the 10th house. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. That's a beautiful lineup. That is like freedom. That's going directly towards 10th house energy, which would be Capricorn career. Ooh, somebody's career is like, this could be a nice career reading, okay? Somebody just evolving, finally, almost, I feel like the analogy would be if you were an apprentice and your apprenticeship is done. Okay, the apprenticeship is done. Maybe that's what we're going to name this video. Give me the Mars energy, please. Aries in the building. Woo! Okay, so we got the Ace of Cups, we got the Seven of Cups, we got the King of Pentacles, and we got the Two of Swords. So, there's definitely an opportunity coming. Okay, Ace of Cups. Definitely an offer coming. Okay. Possibly from this King of Pentacles. Okay. Somebody who's got a little bit of money and they got a little bit of money to share. Okay. Possibly this King of Pentacles you have been blocked from. Okay. Yeah, because your apprenticeship wasn't done. You had too many questions. Okay, you had too many questions and too many answers to find. And I think spiritually you were blocked. Right? Like, you can't put a 15-year-old in place of a CEO executive position at a multi-billion-dollar company. Okay? Like, that position has to go to somebody who knows what they're doing. Okay, which would be a King of Pentacles. So I feel like now you're moving into a position because you know what you're doing. There's no more confusion about what the King of Pentacles does in his position. Okay, so the 10th house, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, like somebody definitely Seven of Pentacles working on something. Okay, working at growing something, and it worked. Okay, it worked. There's a Six of Pentacles. So now Spirit is wanting to give back to you. Something's going to give him back to you, which again could possibly be this King of Pentacles, or what this King of I think I was going to say King of Coins is going to do for you. So somebody has money for you that I believe possibly they maybe want to give to you. Ace of Wands in reverse, Page of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so they are dissecting this idea right now. Okay, or you are dissecting the idea of where to go next. Okay, because you have everything you need, or somebody's going to ask you to like join their team. Okay, from going to taking your Seven of Pentacles and going into the 10 of Pentacles with it. Okay, it's like you might be asked, hey, do you want to, like, I know this tattoo shop, and it was always rent a chair, rent your chair for the day, and now everybody's a co-owner, so everybody in there owns a chunk of the place now. It's no longer rent a chair, like I didn't want to do it like that anymore. It was so impersonal, right? And with the Ten of Pentacles, I'm like, yo, that's family related. Like to get to the Ten of Pentacles would be to have a family run business of everybody, even if they're not, necessarily blood, okay, with everybody, they are all on the same mission together because everybody's making coin, everybody's making bank. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking about these guys that they ran their own company in this town that I live in, and they all, I mean, all four of them ran the company together. There was nobody that had more invested than somebody else. Well, actually, like they each were able to give what they could, so then the company would give them the money back. Like it was, they just ran it properly, like they ran it properly. They did it all together, and that would be a Ten of Pentacles. I mean, they had that company for years. They might even still have the company, like, and that's just something that it's maybe that's what it is. So maybe you've had a company for a while, and now, I kind of know with them, like there is definitely a huge change that they have to do. Okay, but they have to drive themselves towards that change. Like they do roofs. Okay, they do the old roofs, and but they only do shingles. They don't do that metal roofing. Metal roofing is completely different, but metal roofing is kind of where people are going, right? But he didn't want to. I remember talking to him about it, like, I don't know, fucking 8 years ago or something like that, and he did not want to get into it. And I was like, well, this is where it's going. Like, just like tattoo artists, they have to keep their ink fresh and what's new and what's, or you're gonna, unless you have this like huge backing up, you have to kind of evolve with the changes of everybody, right? At least trend a bit, right, to keep people, if you don't have 20 years in the community. Okay, so maybe that's what it is. It's like, if you are, I mean, I don't know why tattoo artist is coming up now, but if you are like wanting to do something, I mean, the way to get the word out is to give something away, right? If you want to be a tattoo artist, then it would be like, why don't I do your first small flash tattoo for free, and then next one's on you, something like that, right? It's always like I do with this. Like, I have to give away free readings or nobody would ever know who I was. Okay? Like, it can't just all be personal readings. It has to be like there's a public eye to it for now. Where it goes in 10, 15 years, maybe it will only be personal readings then. I don't know. I'm not 15 years down the road. I'm right here making whatever I need to happen now. Okay, so maybe that's what it is like somebody being like, how do I PR, how do I get my business out there, how do I do this? Because you're ready to take it to the next level, you're ready for the change, right? Maybe you're going to invest this next chunk of money into something, and you're like, okay, wow, I didn't really know if I wanted to do this, but maybe I should invest this money in myself and actually do it, because that's also another thing, is you have to do it, right? What you set yourself on, like, it's just an idea until you put it in motion. Okay. It's very hard to start your own business. It's very hard to be out there. It's very hard to get your name heard. It's very hard. Like, there's a lot of advertising involved. I mean, it took me an hour this morning just to put up 2 reels on Instagram, which then hooks up to my Facebook, which then I can put up to YouTube. Those reels are 60 seconds each. It took me an hour. That's PR. That's public relations. That's actually me getting my stuff out because of the hashtags and the networking. It takes so much time to upload. It takes time. This shit takes time. But if you want your business to go somewhere, that's what you have to do. Like, I recently worked for a company who, yes, had been in the neighborhood for 20 years, but she's falling because she does not do anything on social media. Social media is where it's at. People are looking at it. And I remember, man, I worked in a city. Holy shit, was everybody on that? Like, I think it's like Yelp or something like that. I think that's what this man used. And he's like, oh, if it doesn't get a good rating on Yelp, I don't go. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he pulled up his phone and he showed me, and he's like, this is what people do. This is what they're into. If you don't get 1,700 stars on your restaurant, people don't go. And I'm like, wow, like, that's where we're headed to. Like, that's insane. But I mean, a lot of restaurants suck. And a lot of people don't put the time and the effort into their restaurants anymore. They literally just want to push the fucking food out to get the money. Push the food out as fast as they can, get the money. That's just not good. Like, people want to sit, they want to hang out, they want to enjoy themselves. Okay, they're there, they want to relax. Okay, like, people have hard lives, and it's hard enough to get them in the car to do anything these days. Okay, so I feel like something like the world is definitely like, you're getting in the car and you're going to drive this forward, and whatever you feel like to invest in, then just do it, because the spiritual world is kind of telling you that with this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Wands, they're pretty sure you can do anything with that you want. Okay, that you want, because you're a King of Pentacles. Like, maybe that is your energy, right? Like, you've got some money, so it's like, why not just invest in this? Why not invest in myself? Why am I so confused? Why am I blocking myself? I know what I want to grow. I know what's going to give back to me. I know what the end result is, but do I want to do it? And Spirit is like, yes. Yes, you are ready. Okay. Oh, I've been getting the song Festival by Sigur Rós in my head. And the part of I've listened to Sigur Rós for a very long time. Okay. Like, it's a band that I've listened to for quite a long time. But you'll find him every now and then on soundtracks. But where I hear him the most is on this movie called We Bought a Zoo. It's an old one. Anyways, the festival plays in that movie where he's realizing that he has to buy the zoo. Oh my God, that's what it is. 11:44 on the clock. Because his daughter's there and she's playing with the ducks, and it's just like, I'm getting goosebumps right now for you. I'm getting goosebumps. It's like, you just finally realize you're looking at something and you're like, this is what I have to do. And that's when he realizes he has to invest his money in the zoo. He has to do it. He does it for his kids. He doesn't want to be in the city anymore. He has to concentrate on his life. He has to concentrate on his kids. He has to concentrate. And then what else, what better off than put your love and tender care into a bunch of animals that need you? It's pretty badass. Honestly, I was at the fucking reptile store the other day, and like, there's only one in town, and it really sucks. Unless you want to go to PetSmart. I like to go to small business owners, but I can't stand this guy. Oh my God. This is the guy whose pet shop just recently got broken into. He goes ahead and gets another glass door like an idiot would. Yeah, go ahead, get another glass door, because that's just what they broke to begin with. That just costed you so much, apparently. So I go in there. He has these ball pythons in ridiculously small enclosures. And he had this small python in the front, in a way too small enclosure, who was shedding, and it was having the worst shed of its life. Okay, there was like shed scraps all over him. He looked in so much pain. He looked dead. I knocked on the glass and I was like, oh my God, are you dead? And he lifted up his head. And I'm like, oh my God, you look like you're going to die. Like, I hate him. I hate him. I hate this guy. Oh my God, I can't stand. And then I'm talking to the lady because I'm trying to figure out which size mice to get now for my snake, because he's growing so fast. And she's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. We're talking. And I go, well, how many snakes do you have? And she goes, 200. I was like, I don't even want to. She says it costs her $600 to $700 a month to feed them. I was like, there is absolutely no way that you can fully be taking care of those animals properly. 200 enclosures, 200. I mean, she's got to have snakes together. Like, oh my God. I was like, and that's the owner's partner. I just like, oh my God, you people deserve to die. Like, die. Like, look at what you're doing in here. Oh my God. It's very painful to me to go in there. And that's like one of the only places that I can get mice in my city without going to PetSmart. The alternative is PetSmart. I just want to fucking shoot myself in the head, man. I wish I could just go out and get the mice myself, but I can't. I go into the field and just try and run around and catch them. Anyways, cheers. Life is really hard, and things suffer, and people suffer, and animals suffer, and things suffer, and it's just like, you know what? if you can make the world a better place with this next move, just in your smallest little itty bittiest way, do it. Because it's so full of monsters here that you don't know who's good and who's bad. And I swear, the good ones are getting labeled as bad, and the bad ones are being labeled as the best people in the world. And I think we need to change that. So, anyways, if you want a personal reading, WhitneyMoonshine@gmail.com. Love to talk to you. And if not, just enjoy the channel, enjoy the readings, enjoy everything. Doesn't matter. Blah blah blah. And yeah, have a great day. Look at the about section and the description if you need anything. See you later. See you later, alligator.